All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Oilers and the New York Jets. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now back to throw. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard. T.J. Watt, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play, and third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Space to run past the 20. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And now running right through it. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. His first carry. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 19 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A give. This is Chubb. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He's going to get it running right. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on on the field have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. They'll look to throw, and he comes back with one complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll bring up 4th down. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession. And the first play will be a field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play. Holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Well, they were 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could. But let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And this is going to be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Todman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Flex round! Flex round!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Flex round! Flex round!
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Right back to him on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage. On the play back at the 46. And that'll set him back 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Looking to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop the throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is Todman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now out comes Houston. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Leopard! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
And they'll run it here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Back to throw. James has got it. Complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Detroit! Detroit!
They get it to him running left. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Jets on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio!
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. T.J. Watt getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That's how we do it, baby. Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Jets on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19.
Ohio! Ohio!
Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. In for the score. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is down to 28-10. kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out comes Houston. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. He's got it at the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout.